The second album, The Process, how did it differ from the first? You already touched on the equipment you were using, but was this still a professional setting with recording studio, and then you sent it off to get mastered by the same guy or new guy?
Yeah.
Same guy?
Great. So, new studio, different equipment, same engineer that I used on my first record.
Do me a favor, name the studio and the engineer if you recall it. I don't know if you did or not.
So the first place that I played, the first place that I recorded on my first record was at a guy's house, behind his house. This guy's name was Riley Etheridge.
Okay.
And his room was, his studio was behind his house, and the engineer on it was a guy named Wendell Tilley.
Okay. And was this like, were they calling themselves a company, or is just something they had for themselves?
Yeah, this was a dude, this was Riley. Riley was a Merrill Lynch guy.
Okay.
And a musician. He was a musician, and he was a Merrill Lynch guy that got into money at a young age in his life, and had a cool house, and was like, I'm building a fucking dope studio.
Nice.
Yeah, and so he's the guy who told me, it was at his house, he didn't have any overhead. He's like, you come and record in my room, you know.
Awesome.
And which was perfect. I was like, good, because I don't have any money right now.
Okay. And so it was very different the second time around.
And then the second time around, so Wendell Tilley actually built him, he got a studio, his own studio, which was a place called Kingfish Recording here in Baton Rouge. It was a studio that was a really, really nice, big, he had built up a great control room, a great cut room, a big, nice cut room. Very nice. Bigger than this whole area we're in now. Very nice, big cut room. Sounded good. All designed out studio. And so the setting was really good. I was able to spend a lot more time on the second record. And then it was exhausting, really, because I would work tirelessly, just singing. Really, singing is the thing that takes it out of you. It's just one of these things that's so physical, so the discipline. And then you go in one day and you're thinking, I'm going to get all this shit done, and then you have a sinus thing, and it sounds like, no, nothing gets done today.
What was what was the motivation for the heightened work ethic in the second album? I mean, obviously it's a personal, creative, expressive thing that you're working on. You
totally.
Know. But is there something that occurred in the first album, during the first album, that made you want to sharpen your chops?
Everybody starts talking about who you are. Yeah. And I have to live up to what everybody says about me. So it was the
pressure of the success of the first album?
Yes. The pressure is like, that's what people don't understand. That I learned how to work under levels of pressure that are unbelievable. Yeah. It's like, what I mean is like, in a moment of performance, you have to know the material so well, you have to be in this way that you become like just machined out. It was like, I just know how to do that now. When it comes to like, in the moment, it's like, surgical focus. Nothing exists outside of this thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's boom. You are performance. Everything just drill. Work, drill. And like, to become superhuman in your delivery of music or however it's going on. And then, so with the second record, there's all these songs. I thought the record was killer. I'm like, I can't fucking wait to put out this record. Sounds great. Put out the record. I ended up sending it off to Bernie Grunman again.
Okay.
Great mastering. And put out this record that sounds killer. So the truth of it is now, is in hindsight, like those first two records My first record came out in 95. My second record came out in 98. I can put out on those records right now and they sound, to me, they sound really good. Like, I'm proud of that. Over the years, you know, like there's a time where like I can put on these records now and go back and go, you know what? I made decisions in my life, but I can put on these records and they fucking sound good.
Yeah.
And that matters to me.
Absolutely.
That matters, bro. Okay, so I put out the second record, go out and press, and you know, everyone's like, wow, he's got it going on. I'm going again, going playing, building up a crowd here, there. Anytime, you know, I get calls to go, you know, I would go and play, you know, Tab Benoit calls me up, hey, come play before me in Houston, Texas. Come play before me in New Orleans. Come play, you know, I was in this circle of people that I'm just kind of, a lot of people still didn't know who I was. A lot of people still don't know who the fuck I am.
Sure.
It's just because that's the world we live in. There's everything and there's nothing at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just like that,
right.
You know? And it's, you and I know this because we're in that world, you know? But it's like, when you have everything, you have everything and nothing. It's like what? You know, so.
Make them subscribe. They'll like you, but you gotta go.